Hey guys, so in some earlier videos I shared with you a few of my signature scents, and I thought it would be fun to share a few of my man's signature scents. So I have them on the tray beside me, and a lot of you male viewers have been asking me to do a men's video. So here's one for you guys, and I think the ladies will be interested too because it's always fun to share a little bit of fragrance gossip, whose man is wearing what. So these are the fragrances that my man reaches for the most, that I know him to wear the most often, and that I recognize as like his scents, so his signature scents. He's kind of like me, he's got a ton, obviously, because a lot of them come from me. So I am gonna take some credit here. A lot of this was my influence. We're gonna start with Oud Wood, which you guys know is one of my absolute favorite fragrances for men. This has a slight spice to it and a dry oud. So not a barnyardy kind of damp oud. This one actually smells quite clean, and it's just a very sexy, manly, like really manly fragrance. This has cardamom as well, lots of different wood notes in addition to the oud, and it's not a challenging oud. I think really anybody can pull this off. I think really all men need to have this in their repertoire. It's a super masculine, very attractive, unique fragrance. So that is one that obviously I very much love on him. So it encourages him to wear it more often. The next one that he wears a lot is Dior Homme. This is the original pre-reformulation. His dents are strong, and his dents, unlike mine, are fully his own for the most part. Mine, obviously, you guys know I decant my fragrances on my website, so some of my dents aren't my true dents, but his, for the most part, are mostly his dents. And this one he goes through a lot. He wears this one to work. It's a beautiful powdery iris scent with a little bit of freshness from lavender. There's leather in here as well. It's masculine but soft at the same time. I think this is a great professional scent, and I know this to be more of his like work / everyday scent. Another one that he wears a ton to work is L'Homme Idéal from Guerlain. This is the Eau de Parfum. I haven't tried the newer versions of this fragrance, but this one is that almondy cherry leather. This, I compared this before to like the masculine counterpart of La Petite Robe Noire. The cherry combines beautifully in here. It's not too sweet. There's a smokiness, there's incense in here, and obviously leather and tonka. Leather and tonka often support cherry, and it smells really nice all together. And this fragrance, he wears mostly in the colder weather. This is more of a cold weather professional scent for him. This one's more of a recent love, and obviously as well a very cold weather scent. It's a little bit sweet, and this is Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This is a spicy vanilla. It also has a note of cardamom, and it has a note of kulfi, which is like a very creamy ice cream with saffron and pistachio. Really beautiful scent, very much for the colder weather, and this definitely has this rich sweetness that a lot of the other fragrances don't have. This one is actually probably, I would say, the most gourmand out of all the ones on the tray. This one's super masculine, so it's interesting that it does have that bit of a gourmand twist. Very warm, very cozy. This one, he also, like, it's more of a signature scent. He wears this all the time, sometimes in the evening when, you know, it's a little bit of a date night situation. Other times he'll just wear this to work, and it's actually quite an easy reach, even though it's a very unique and rich, heavy fragrance. So I don't mind this in terms of heaviness. I do tend to struggle a lot on myself with like very heavy gourmandy scents. This one's not too heavy. This one's actually really smooth, really beautifully blended, and I really enjoy smelling this one on him. Another one he wears all the time is Dolce Gabbana The One. This is just the original EDT, just a simpleton but a goodleton. Like, you can't not have this in your repertoire as a guy with a fragrance collection, I feel. At least some variation of D&G The One, I think, is a must-have. This has a really nice fresh opening with ginger, there's basil in here, grapefruit, and then it settles into a nice warm ambery tobacco fragrance, rich, very cozy, and I really like the transition on this one. I like that bright burst, that opening freshness, and that really warm, cozy base that it has. It's a very recognizable scent, and it's very cuddly. I love this one. Also has cardamom. That's a note that is pretty consistent. You'll notice in a lot of these fragrances there is cardamom I love cardamom. He loves cardamom, even though he doesn't know that he loves cardamom, because I don't think he actually knows that there's cardamom in this, and I don't think he actually knows what cardamom is, but we both love cardamom. This one here is a super underrated gem, and he's worn this one for years and loves it. And it's Givenchy Pi. This is a woody, vanillic, slightly sweet fragrance. There's mandarin in here, pine needle, benzoin. Very, very cozy, very, very cuddly. This one is more of like a casual, cuddly, kind of hanging out at home scent. I don't think he wears this one to work very often. I think this one is mostly kind of around the house and around me, and also more of a cool weather scent. I don't think he wears this one in the summer all that much. Actually, a lot of these fragrances seem like cold weather scents, but he wears them all the time. Like the D&G The One he wears all the time, summer or not. Like these are just his signature scents for all the time. Just so you know, there's not a seasonal theme here at all. Anyway, this one though is a little bit more of a cold weather one, and very cuddly, very, very underrated. If you guys haven't smelled this one, you really should, and I think women could easily wear this too. I think this is one of the more unisex ones in this whole bunch that I have. Another cardamom king, if you will. We have La Nuit de l'Homme. This one is actually a newer one to his collection. He was fighting the hype on this for a while, and honestly, so was I. But it's good. You have to admit when something is good. When it's good, it's good. This is excellent. It's mostly cardamom. It's beautiful. It's very creamy and warm. There's also a note of lavender in here, freshens it up. And this one, an easy daily reach, summer, winter, fall, any season. This is super easy. It's La Nuit de l'Homme, but you can honestly wear this anytime. I also really love L'Homme from YSL, and that one's a lot more casual, but this one performs a lot better. Like L'Homme, honestly, he has to spray a ton, and he does wear it often, but it's not in this tray because I don't really think it's one of his signature scents, because I honestly can hardly smell it on him. Like I love wearing L'Homme myself and I smell it on myself, but it doesn't leave a trail, it doesn't really perform that well, so I can't really smell it that much on him, even when he's wearing a ton of it. This one though, I can smell. And we're down to the Dior's. So Gris Dior, he and I share this one, but I think he wears it more often. He wears this and he wears Eden Falls, but he prefers this. It's smoother, it's a little bit just softer. Eden Falls has a little bit more of a bitter edge to it, where this one, it's very unisex, it's very subtle, it has a nice soft rose in here, and it's mostly just oak moss, rose, and patchouli. It's a dry scent, it smells like a rainy day. I talked about this one in my rainy day fragrances video. This one's super unisex, and he and I both wear this a lot. But for him as well, this is more of a professional scent, and for me, when I used to work in an office, this was very much an office scent. I think it's a perfect professional scent. It's not too harsh, it's not offensive in any way. It does leave quite a trail, but almost everyone that I know to wear this fragrance just gets compliments. A friend of mine wears this to work a lot as well, and she always gets compliments on this. So yeah, this one is quite a sleeper fragrance. I found that when I wear this myself, I don't really smell it too much on myself, but when I smell it on others, like when my man wears this and he walks into a room, the smell lingers in that room for hours. Like it's potent, but it doesn't seem like it's potent. So just keep that in mind. And same thing for Bois d'Argent. When I wear this one, I don't find that it's a super potent scent, but I smell this on him a lot. This one's a little bit less than the Gris Dior. I smell the Gris Dior way more for some reason. This one is a honeyed myrrh, dry, woody scent. It also has this cleanliness to it, almost like a laundry-esque cleanliness, but rich, warm. Like that myrrh note is so beautiful. I love myrrh. I love myrrh as a note in fragrance. It's fresh, but it's very sweet at the same time. Like that honey note. Usually I struggle with honey, but I love it in here. I think this is incredibly, incredibly sexy. I think this is one of the sexiest fragrances for men. This is usually our like date night scent go-to because of how much I love it. I like it on myself as well, but I tend to reach a little bit more for the Bois d'Iris from Van Cleef & Arpels. That one just smells a little bit more feminine. This one smells a little bit more masculine to me. And initially I purchased this actually to wear myself, but he's kind of taken over and I like it better on him anyways. So yeah, this is one of his most worn signature scents, and pretty much any season, any day, anytime, but I do like this for like a, what I'm gonna call a date night situation. So those are all of my man's signature scents. If you guys do want to try any of these, they're available on thescented.ca, and comment down below. If you're a girl, let me know what your man's signature scents are. If you're a guy, let me know what your signature scents are. If there's any that I haven't tried, I would definitely love to check them out. I'm always interested in discovering new scents. You guys have put me on some awesome recommendations, so leave that comment, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe if you haven't already, it would mean the world to me. Hit that little bell as well. Stay tuned for any new videos coming up, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.